What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. Today is the day we start taking apart the TSX. I did go to Walmart right now. I came back with like four. Is it four? I don't know how many shit I bought. I bought like 4 or 5 like buckets, as we want to call it, to start putting in all the parts that I take. Oh shit! Off of the TSX, I got some Ziploc bags as well, and some Sharpies just to start marking everything and marking what I'm gonna be saving, what's gonna be getting changed, and all that good stuff. But I gotta go ahead, put the car on the lift, and then once I put the car back on the lift, I'll get back to you guys. Well, I'll probably want to take off the wheels and stuff like that, but I'm gonna dive right into this and see how much I can get done today before I can go to school. Alright, so as you guys can see, I got the fucking 6 buckets I bought. Yeah, 6 buckets. I got 2 small ones, 4 big ones. That's why I go ahead and start putting things in. Whole pack of Ziploc bags. Good turbo. I showed you guys, sold the lip, the wheels. We're gonna start off by taking off like all these major big things. Turbos coming off. Let me turn this off real quick. But yeah, start off by taking off the major things like the intercooler, the piping, turbos coming off, dump tube, up pipe, catch can. All these big things are gonna be coming out because that's in the way of the car, well, of the motor coming out. Then I'll move ahead and start doing the axle and stuff like that. But first, I'm putting on the lift, take the wheels off, take the hood off. Bumper is for sale. Grill is sold. I don't know. So I'm gonna dive right into this, and I'll get back to you guys once we start digging in and start taking stuff off the car. Alright, so while I was gone, I went ahead and took off the headlights, both headlights, took off the hood, the bumper, disconnected everything, disconnected some of the wires that were here that weren't even used. I'm gonna go ahead now, start taking it apart little by little. I'm gonna flush all the fluid from the coolant, not the motor. Well, I think I should take the motor one out also, but I gotta empty the AC as well. So I'm gonna do all these little things little by little. And once I get really deep into start taking off the turbo, intercooler, stuff like that, then I'll get back with you guys. But as of right now, let me just start banging things out because I don't have that much time left. So I'm gonna get right into this, guys. I have a little bucket here, just start throwing shit that I don't need. Like, this is all the wiring that wasn't being used. This is from when I had the Demon's Eye on the car. But everything else should be used, hopefully. But I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. Alright, we're just waiting for the last little bit of coolant to finish draining out of the radiator. I already took off the upper coolant hose that goes onto the head. Now I'm gonna start going ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the coolant, the oil catch can. Start taking off the intercooler piping. Take off the front beam from the bumper support, and also take off the turbo. And let's see how far I can get because it's already about 11 o'clock in the morning. I gotta start getting ready. I gotta leave by 1. But hopefully we can bang this out, hopefully today. If not, it's gonna be a 2-part video, or probably just be added on to later on today when I get back from school. But his motor will be out today. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out the oil catch can, intercooler piping, the turbo, and then move on to the radiator. So as of right now, we're only about like 1 nut away taking off what's left of the turbo kit from the car. Right now, all we have left is the turbo manifold that's on the car. 1 nut away to take it off. I have everything inside a bucket that's just gonna go away to the side, because from there I'm gonna end up sending things to get polished. Some of these things I'm not even gonna use, like the wastegate or the blow off valve is probably gonna go up for sale because that's gonna get upgraded. Catch can probably, because I'm thinking about using a smaller catch can, hiding it somewhere inside the fender well or something like that. But we're only 1 nut away to take out the last part of the turbo kit, and from there on, we're just gonna go ahead and just start taking out pretty much the whole swap. Turbo manifold's out. It was a long run with this thing. It was a long run. Probably drove this car about like, not even 20 times, I could say. I'm gonna put this in the bucket with the rest of the turbo stuff and just go ahead taking apart the swap. Alright, here you guys can see this is the whole entire turbo kit inside the bucket. I have the catch can right here, manifold, turbos down there, all the piping, all the intercooler piping, all the couplings, everything's there. What's left in the engine bay right now is pretty much just the motor and trans and all the wiring. I gotta take off the AC, all the AC system. This RBC, like I said, I told you guys brand new is going up for sale. Thinking about maybe the throttle bodies I might be swapping to the ZDX throttle body. Pretty much everything here is coming out, and from there I'll see what's gonna be up for sale, what's not gonna be up for sale. But I'm gonna keep going into this. Hopefully I get as much as I can done. It's already 12 o'clock, and I pretty much only have exactly 1 hour to see as much as I can get done. I don't want to rush it because I do have later on today to keep working on this. So we're gonna go ahead and see how far we can get as of now, and then if anything, I'll come back to you guys later on tonight. All right, guys, it is actually right now. You guys can't see it, but it's 12:30, and you guys know I go to school at 1. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead. The only things that are left right now is pull out the axles, take out the rear motor mount, and just pretty much pull this whole swap out. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take out the axles now, and then later on when I get home from school, I'll just pull the whole motor out. As you guys can see, everything is out, radiator's out, catch can's out. You guys seen everything that's over here. Pretty much everything's out. Harness is already out. Only thing left, like I said, is mounts and axles, and that'll be it. We can just bring the cherry picker over, pull the motor out, and drop it over there. But like I said, I'm exhausted right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm just pull the axles out and then call it a day from there. Well, not call it a day, call it a morning from there. And then later on today, when I get back, pull out pull out the whole motor, and then just go through, take off all little knickknacks that I don't need, and keep marking up the spots that I'm gonna pretty much weld shut to do the bay. All right, what is up, everybody? It's later on in the day already. I'm sorry. I didn't get to take out the axle and stuff like that earlier today because I was already running late for school. But I decided to do that now. Came out a little bit earlier today just so I could take out this swap and start cleaning up as much as I can in the engine bay. I'm actually waiting for Christian. He's supposedly on his way over here, supposedly, because he's never here anymore. But all I gotta do right now is, like I said, take out the axles, take out the suspension boards, take out the axles, mounts, pretty much that's it. And then bring the cherry picker over here, take this whole swap out. The grill was sold already, like I said. Intake manifold, I guess it just sold on eBay, but let's see what happens. Once that's out, just pretty much keep going on looking for all the holes that I gotta cover, and then find out how we're gonna shave this bay. But I'm gonna go ahead, put the car in the air, take out the suspension, stuff like that. Once all that's out, I'll get back to you guys and we'll pull this whole swap out.
So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
Alright, so we went ahead and took out the motor. You guys can see the motor's out. Like I said, I sold the intake manifold already. From this, I don't know if I'm gonna sell my fuel rail here. Chris wants my fuel rail, so I don't know if I'm gonna sell that yet. But pretty much, it's gonna have the ultra manifold on, the K-tune valve cover on it. Pretty much everything else is gonna get polished, like the alternator, AC, all that good stuff.
Yeah, maldito nombre tiene decir.
But as you guys can see, there's a whole bunch of holes here that has to get covered up, and I don't know exactly how the fuck I'm gonna do it, but it's gonna be a lengthy process to get all these holes covered. Subframe's gonna stay black. That's gonna get done after the whole engine bay is done. I still got a lot of things to take out. I took off the boost solenoid. I took out the boost solenoid and seal those things. I still gotta take out all this wiring. A whole bunch of shit yet still have to come out. But right now we're gonna put the wheels on, air up the car, move it off the lift to take the fenders off so I can continue on with whatever else I gotta take off. Like all this wiring from when I did it before, it is tucked up into the fender. So once that's done, I'll show you guys what exactly is left and where I'm gonna leave it at today. Alright guys, so we took apart pretty much all the harness in the front already. Everything is stripped out. All I gotta do is just finish up with everything in the back. Talking about all these brake lines and all these holes and all that stuff has to come out. As you guys can see, is where I have my fuse box located. A lot of people ask me where's my fuse box. It's up there. It's just a few minor things that have to get done, then start. The welder's over there, but I don't know if I'm gonna use that. I think I'm gonna have to get another welder. Start covering up all these holes. I think the smaller holes is easier. I guess there's like some putty or something that we use to cover that up. But all the plastics, you know, for the black interior, motors here. I have everything separated in, what do you call these, buckets? But we got the body parts, the engine components, and both the turbo kits. I still got an empty container over there for just in case anything else. All the fenders. Walmart, $5. Both fenders, side skirts, hood, and everything's over there. But I'm gonna end these to work for today here. I gotta swap these axles. I need to get insane shafts. Pretty much just minor things I have to get done. But yeah, I broke my windshield trying to take off the fender. So you guys can see it. Right there. All that. But that's easy. I'll just swap the windshield whenever I get it done. Seats come out tomorrow. Hopefully the black interior should be swapped out. The tan should be swapped out tomorrow as well. And then I'll start taking apart the trunk and all the air setup. So get started with that. But as of now, we're done with this whole setup for today. Hopefully tomorrow we do some more progress on this. Alright guys, as you guys seen, we finished up. Not finished up, but we did a lot of the work that had to be done. We finished up today, and I'm extremely beat. These past 2 days have been terrible, but we're far enough with the whole process. But at the end of the day, it's all for a good cause. So tomorrow, hopefully, like I said, interior should be pulled out, front seats should be pulled out. Well, it should be the front seats. Maybe I think I'm gonna do the door panels and just start taking out the whole interior and start swapping it over with the black interior that Christian's brother has. I'm gonna do that early in the morning and probably do a vlog about that as well. But I don't know. I don't know where I want to move on to next. What part of the car I want to move on to next. There's a shit ton of work that I want to get done. I have a lot of time, so I don't want to rush it. I'd rather do everything slowly, but I want to take everything apart so that once I can just send it out, well, do the engine bay and then send it out to get painted and stuff like that. Get as far as I can so that once it gets to the point where all I have to do is just start buying and putting it on, buying and putting it on. But so far, we're ahead of schedule pretty much, because I wasn't planning on doing everything that I did today. I was just planning on taking out the motor and that's it. But I actually took out the motor and started taking off some of the stuff that were in the engine bay, the harness, some of the lines. I do have to take off the fuel line. But for me to take out the fuel line, I actually got to take apart the trunk setup and stuff like that, so I can actually take out the whole entire fuel line. After the engine bay is done, like shaved, paint and stuff like that, the car will be getting sent to AA Fab. I'm gonna leave his Instagram down below here. You guys gotta see his work. He does an amazing job with turbo setups. He does custom manifolds, custom intercoolers, custom radiators, catch cans, all that good stuff. I'm actually going to be posting my wastegate, blow-off valve, and catch can up for sale tonight on eBay. and Facebook, probably Instagram, stuff like that. So if you guys don't have my social media, I'm gonna leave it once again down below. But I'm tired. I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's vlog.